Theron merger completed 90%. The news of the merger of Theron has aroused optimism on the internet. ETH prices recovered in the last 7 days. The merger boom is over the weekend. Vitalik Buterin, co-founder of Theron, recently said the team is carrying out 5 long-term phases to enhance the overall function of the network. The long-awaited merger is the first thing on the agenda. The merge has been completed 90%. Only need to test on Ropsten, and it will happen soon. The NICE Shadow fork was recently launched, marks the beginning of the final test phase of the merger. After the merger, the verifier can freely start to withdraw the ETH they locked in the deposit contract. Crypto researcher Mando tweeted that he was optimistic about it. However, there are many wrong information about their merger. First of all, gas fees may not decrease significantly, at least in the medium term. Second, there will be no deflation in ads. Despite opposition, many analysts still believe that the merger will improve the profitability of the entire Theron network in the next few months. Although inflation continues to plague the global economy, but Theron will become the largest deflationary currency. Now, if the macro situation continues to deteriorate, the situation of investors may change completely. For all that, traders' optimism about Theron remains high, because they had a lot of expectations before the release of S March data display. After the merger, the circulation of S is expected to decrease by 90%. This may lead to the destruction of more S than the issuance of S. At present, the yield of mortgage S is 3.9%. Maple is expected to rise to 6% to 7%. Conversely, higher pledge yield will lead to more S being pledged. This will lead to higher security, because the ETH pledge cost of obtaining 51% will become higher. Increasing the yield will mean high profitability of pledge providers. FE researcher Evic Raymond stressed on Twitter, the upcoming merger of Theron will create a better economic structure for the smart contract platform. According to Raymond, the transition to PaaS has reduced the inflation of S, provides better security, and positioning S as a digital bond. He further explained that this has reduced the circulation of its ecosystem by 95%, limit the number of ETH that can be sold in one day. Raymond also said that after the merger, the platform will have better security. He cited an article by Vitalik Buterin, the co-founder of Theron, and emphasized that once the network runs on the PaaS, the attack cost will be higher. In addition, Raymond also believes that Theron merger will make S a value storage and collateral asset use case for supplementing Bitcoin. He pointed out that although BTC will play the role of digital gold, but S will position itself as a digital bond and as collateral in DeFi. Evic Raymond, head of equity certificate PaaS of Bituda, a digital asset financial technology company, also pointed out on Twitter that Theron merger is one of the most powerful catalysts in the history of encryption. It is approaching rapidly. ETH will be transformed into an economically, environmentally, and game-theoretically sustainable asset. It can be said that it is more important than BTC. The next key date for merging observers, Glory, the final test network, is August. If things go well, we may aim at the main network merger in late September. Then the encryption industry may be led by a new champion. With the approach of S merger, we'll start to enter the overweight mode. Laurent Keyes, European head of Hashdex, said the recent rise in S is related to the optimism surrounding the upcoming Theron merger. This encourages many retail investors to seize the investment strategy of S. However, Laurent Keyes also admitted that this rise may be short-lived, because